Conquest Mode is returning for Mortal Kombat 12, but will we get Creative Fighter? All that and more will be discussed in today's video, so if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 12 news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell down below so you don't miss any future videos. Then keep that combo going by smashing the like button. Let's try and get today's video to 4,000 likes. And then without any further ado, let's jump straight into things after a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by the Gel Blaster Surge. This will make an awesome gift for my nephew, and I bet someone in your family would love it too. It fires safe and eco-friendly gellets, and don't worry, the gellets don't cause any pain or discomfort when you're blasted. The Gel Blaster Surge comes with 10,000 gellets, which don't leave a mess, and you get up to 4 hours of play on a single charge. I know that most of you watching are adults, so the Gel Blaster could be a perfect gift for your kids or even a young relative. But don't forget to use my code so you get 10% off, and that code is under 10. The Gel Blaster Surge is good for hours of fun, it doesn't leave a mess, and yeah, I had a great time with it. Alright, so Conquest Mode. Ed Boon has teased this multiple times. In fact, he's the one who brings it up out of nowhere. And that's why I've been telling people we're getting Conquest Mode. There's no reason for the creator of Mortal Kombat to bring it up out of nowhere unless we're getting it. And honestly, looking back on it, the Crypt mode in Mortal Kombat 11 was clearly a beta test for Conquest Mode in Mortal Kombat 12. Let me know in the comments down below, did you enjoy the Crypt exploration in Mortal Kombat 11? I thought it was incredible. But guess what happened recently? Your boy Ed Boon is at it again, teasing the masses with a random Twitter poll. I'm gonna throw it up on screen so you can look at it. Only Mortal Kombat fans. Cute joke, Ed, cute joke. If you could bring back only one of these into a future Mortal Kombat game, which would it be? And of course the winner is Conquest Mode, to nobody's surprise. That being said, I'm surprised Chess Combat did so well, and Motor Combat is of course going to get second place. Now here's the thing, hold your horses, don't freak out. Mortal Kombat 12 has already been in development for a while, and in fact it's set to release this year, most likely in October. And that's not speculation, we heard it straight from the executive at Warner Bros. Discovery himself. So with all that in mind, this poll is not going to magically create Conquest Mode, because once again, NetherRealm Studios has been working on Mortal Kombat 12 for a decent amount of time already, which raises an interesting question. Why did Ed Boon make this poll in the first place? If Conquest Mode has already been worked on, why would the creator of Mortal Kombat release this poll now? I have a tinfoil hat theory, but I think it's got some credibility. What if this poll is to gauge the audience and see which game mode they would like the most for DLC? Keep in mind, other fighting games like Tekken have added game modes as DLC, so this theory of mine does have precedence, and I think that could be what's happening here. Otherwise, all these game modes are already in the game, but I don't see that being very possible. Now, honestly, out of all these game modes, I think that Motor Combat has the best chance of coming back, not just because it got second place, but because it's the best way to ensure people keep playing. I know there are some hardcore chess fans out there, but even so, I don't think that Chess Combat is a good way to maximize players in Mortal Kombat 12. And then sadly, in last place, we have Puzzle Combat, which means it has the lowest chance of being a new mode in Mortal Kombat 12. But that's my theory, everyone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Which of these game modes do you want most in Mortal Kombat 12 outside of Conquest Mode, because it's already gonna be in the game. I'm calling it now. In fact, I would not be surprised if Conquest Mode replaces the story mode. I know that sounds crazy, but if they really do want to go above and beyond with Conquest Mode, then it could be possible for this one game they're ditching the chapter story mode system. But hey, maybe I'm wrong and NetherRealm Studios are a bunch of magicians and they can somehow manage to pull off a really long story mode and a really long Conquest Mode. It's completely possible, but it seems like a lot of work. Not to mention a lot of money too, which I guess is the bigger issue here, right? Time is money. But what do you want to see most in Conquest Mode, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you right now what I want to see the most. Number one is Natara's Realm, the vampire dimension. I want to see it. Ever since watching that video from the Fighter's Den, I've been obsessed with the idea of finally seeing what Natara's Realm looks like. Because once again, it's never been shown before in any Mortal Kombat game, and it's the vampire realm. There's so much cool and creative stuff you can do with that. Just imagine fountains and rivers of blood. Imagine that it rains blood. Mortal Kombat and blood go together like peanut butter and jelly, so the vampire realm has to happen. I want to see it. If not in Conquest Mode, let it be a stage we can fight on. I'll accept nothing less. That's the bare minimum. We have to have some representation, some visual concept of the vampire realm. Make it happen, please, NetherRealm. Next up, we have to see Edenia, okay? I want to see Edenia before it was conquered by Shao Kahn, before he merged the realms into Outworld. I need to see Sindel's crib, is what I'm saying. How did the Edenians live? You know they have crazy architecture. It's gonna look straight out of Lord of the Rings. We're talking white marble everywhere with plants growing on it and beautiful rivers and water everywhere, tons of fountains. Once again, give it to me. Take my money. If we can see Edenia before it was corrupted by Shao Kahn, I will be super excited. And I'm sorry to keep asking everyone to post comments, but I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you want to see the most in Conquest Mode for Mortal Kombat 12? And also, how would you feel if story mode was replaced by Conquest Mode? Would you be okay with that? Or would it leave you a bit disappointed because the story modes are pretty epic in Mortal Kombat games? The chapter system is fun, although it does have some weird limitations. And you know what? Speaking of game modes, Uncaged, what are you doing in this thumbnail? Don't think I don't see what you're doing here. That is a tag team layout. What do you know, Uncaged? I'm gonna come to your house and tickle your toes until you dump all the secrets that you know about this upcoming game. All joking aside though, I do think that tag team mode has a big chance of coming back in Mortal Kombat 12, not just because everybody loved it in Mortal Kombat 9, but also because Ed Boon has tweeted saying that he wished they could do more with it in that game and also in future games. And in case anybody's wondering why it didn't come back in future games, I think it's mainly due to the identity conflict, right? Typically when a game has tag mode, it is the official mode of the game and not just an option. Or in other words, it divided players a little bit. Some people were exclusively tag team, others were just diehard 1v1 combat fans, and it kind of split the community a bit. And then on top of that, the tag team mode is super broken. To be fair, you had to be a skilled player to find those exploits, but make no mistake, it was ridiculously unfair. But yeah, in summary, I think that tag team mode could return for Mortal Kombat 12, and I'd be very excited if it did. And now finally, it's time to talk about the possibility of Creative Fighter in Mortal Kombat 12. I'll be honest with you, the odds of this happening are not super high, but even so, I am hopeful for a couple of reasons. Believe it or not, NetherRealm Studios has tried to bring back Creative Fighter before. In fact, Injustice 2 had it in early development stages. That's right, in Injustice 2, there was a Creative Fighter mode, which could explain why we have the gear pieces, and also why you can unlock and add new special moves to your character. Now, unfortunately, as they kept making the game, they realized, yeah, it's not going to be possible to add this mode. It's just too cumbersome, it takes up way too much time, and as a result, they had to drop it. But even so, the fact that they were even trying to add Creative Fighter has me hopeful that it could return in Mortal Kombat 12. Once again, the odds are slim, but keep in mind that Ed Boon has been saying in tweets that he wishes they could bring back Creative Fighter and do it correctly. And just in case anybody watching this video is like, what's Creative Fighter? It was an awesome addition to Mortal Kombat Armageddon. In fact, it's the main reason my friends and I obsessed over the game, because in hindsight, Deception did have the better gameplay, and Deadly Alliance had good graphics too, but Armageddon had Creative Fighter, which not only allowed you to design your character's look, but also give them any special moves and attack strings that you wanted to, and it was absolutely amazing. If you wanted to make a cowboy ninja that had telekinesis but also vomited like Bo Rai Cho, you could make it happen. It's actually crazy how many options there were in that game, given how old it is at this point. Creative Fighter was fully realized and super amazing in Armageddon. And before you say it can't be done, Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6 both have incredible customization, so yeah, it can be done. In fact, Soul Calibur 6 lets you customize literally everything about the character, and you can even go into ranked with the character, which was ridiculous. I don't think I want that for Mortal Kombat 12. Keep that in the casual matches or the player matches. Don't throw me into Combat League with these crazy abominations, okay? I don't want to see it. If we're playing ranked, I just want to fight the actual Mortal Kombat characters. But in the player matches, let's go full chaos, alright? Every create a character, all the nonsense and ridiculousness, gloves come off, let's just go wild. Or if you have to, make a mode just for Creative Fighter combat. Call it Create a Combat or something like that. Could be fun. Once again, I don't think Creative Fighter has a high chance of coming back, but I also know that it's not impossible, and I also know the creator of Mortal Kombat himself wants it to come back and even tried it in a previous game, so it could still happen. So there you have it, everyone. Those are my thoughts in summary. Conquest Mode is almost definitely returning for Mortal Kombat 12. In fact, I'm gonna be confident and just say it is returning, because not only does the creator of Mortal Kombat keep dropping it randomly, unprovoked and unprompted, he's just talking about it all the time. But then on top of that, we have this poll, and let's be real, the Crypt mode in Mortal Kombat 11 was definitely a beta test for Conquest Mode. So yeah, once again, I'm confident that it's coming back, and Creative Fighter has a chance too. Not a big chance, but I'm hopeful. I think it's very likely that NetherRealm is pulling out all the stops with Mortal Kombat 12, and they're going to try to make it the biggest and best Mortal Kombat game yet by a lot, which is also why I do think the tag team mode could make a return. But one final time, I'm gonna ask you all to post your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps my channel out a ton. Let's try to reach 4,000 likes. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell down below. That way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdog. Can you burn a dragon with fire? Can you kill Reptile with acid? Or is he immune since it comes from his body?
So I bet if, say, there is a scene where Reptile actually gets thrown into the acid, then it will be the same situation with how Noob Saibot got shot into the Soulnado. Then it'll be like, Quan Chi's creations don't die easily, or some bullshit like that would be explained for why Reptile could survive in that.
If Reptile's immune to the acid, that doesn't mean his clothes are. he comes out and he's like, he is the one still swinging.
That would be cool too. Cut that part out. Cut out that I don't know.